So he'll shoot 2 right here. For Phoenix, they have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10. That one is no good. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And it's Terry off the drive. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Mr. Clutch has got 8 rebounds in this game.
But an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Terry kicks to Jones. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Alex Len picks one up.
While we have a chance here, let's check out some stats for Jason Terry. He's putting up about 8 points per game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. Looking at those numbers, you'd probably say, yeah, that's about what we'd expect out of him.
Which isn't really what any player wants to hear. I mean, you don't want to meet expectations. You want to underpromise and overdeliver. You want to exceed expectations, and maybe we'll start to see him do that shortly.
Here's Len, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
You know, the league seems pretty serious about creating more parity between the teams. A big sign of that was the last CBA, where the NBA more than tripled the amount of revenue sharing between the big market and the small market teams. The little guys, I think, are in a much better position now than they were a few years ago.
Harden outside. He kicks to Terry. In low to Howard. And it's in off the backboard. Howard's got 6 points.
He put that lead pass in perfect position for his teammate.
To Townsend. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And so it's Houston with it. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
That was a shocker, guys, because that had to be a tough one for them to swallow. They were supposed to win that game, but they never got going.
Yeah, and to lose it the way they did, too. I mean, that's where it really hurts, Steve. That's a hard one to take.
The feed to Granger. Poke loose. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. And let's step aside from that to look at some of the point guards who have been doing a whole lot more than passing lately. They're the top scorers at that position over the last 10 games. Eric Bledsoe, 4th.
Well, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded players in the league. To see those kinds of scoring numbers from the point guard position is crazy.
Yeah, it's wacko. That's sort of the era we're in right now, though. A point guard who consistently takes things into his own hands is far more common than it used to be. Some people may not like it, but that's the way of the modern NBA. Change is inevitable, and I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing.
Here's Townsend. Dishes to Len. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for James Harden. The last 10 games for him have been excellent. 4th in scoring, 8th in steals, and of course passing, such a big part of his game, one of the top 15 leading assist men in the NBA.
And, you know, going back to his spot near the very top of the scoring list, I mean, he's come up with so many different ways to beat you at the offensive end of the floor. He's almost unguardable.
Rockets have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. The rebound by Townsend. Mr. Clutch has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. From 17 feet out, that one wide left. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Brewer dishes to Jones. Harden kicks to Jones. Right side, Jones. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Granger inside the line. The shot misses. And Houston the other way now. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with a win.
Remember in that last matchup, they really snuck out a win, a close game. And it came down to a few mistakes at the end. The forcing turnovers, I thought, was the difference.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Here's Mr. Clutch, defended by Jones. Here's Townsend. The 10-footer finds the target. Mr. Clutch has got 15 points. I don't think they're counting on turnovers to pull this one off.
You'd like to have them if you can get them, Kevin. You can play aggressively. You try to get into the passing lanes, but an aggressive play is a two-way street. If you don't settle down, your mistakes could be your own.
Clock at 6. And here's Harden for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Wright's got 5 rebounds tonight. Granger outside. Another miss by Granger. And for Houston, their shooting struggle is apparent. 37% from the field. The wide open look here for Terry. Rebounded by Granger. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Take a look at the Rockets. They're 4th in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season. And checking out Phoenix, 10 games behind.
Well, right now for the Suns, they just haven't shown the kind of toughness and resilience I expected to see from them this year. Whenever they face some adversity, they haven't been able to fight through it.
Which is really the difference between good teams and great teams, Clark. There's always going to be adversity for everybody. It's how you fight through it that really defines who you are as a team. Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
Harden with a screen on Green. McDaniels kicks to Harden. Feeds it to Smith. Phoenix grabs the miss.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus. You know, Josh Smith is a very talented player, but if you have to pick his game apart, he's a bit of a tweener. You know, he's not really a power forward in a traditional sense, but not a three-man either. He's an athlete who can do a lot of different things, but so much depends on the players he has around him. It needs to be the right fit.
Wide open. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 6 assists in the game. And so here's Phoenix. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota where they'll take on the Timberwolves. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Knight. He's got 9. Down low. And finished off by Wright.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
Well, both ends of that play, just fantastic.
Houston's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Harden kicks to McDaniels. They set the screen. Pass to Montejunas. Here's Harden on the wing. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Well, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Phoenix has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Knight passes to Morris. Here's Mr. Clutch, covered by Smith. Here's Knight, and that one's good. Knight's got 5 points now this quarter.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Harden outside, pass to McDaniels. Shot off the screen, and it's right, sending it back. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. And the Suns make...
Too many turnovers.
Check in for Phoenix. Mr. Clutch comes in for Markieff Morris. Jones checked in for the Rockets. Terry comes in for McDaniels.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Suns.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
They've finally gotten something good to happen against this opponent. The last 2 times out, they weren't nearly as productive.
Yeah, they'll now be 1-2 against them this season. They'll face them once more, so they could end up with a split in those 4 games.
Townsend in at power forward. Gerald Green out there with Brandon Knight. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Len in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Terry outside. Lets it go from deep, and it's good.
Wow, this 4th quarter has just been tremendous for them from deep.
Yeah, they're locked in and putting up a ton of points from outside.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What an offensive performance it's been.
Morris passes to Townsend. And the dunk by Len.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to this spurt.
Just keep on firing, man. No reason to slow down now.
Heaves it up. No good there. So it's the Suns winning easily here. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, Mr. Clutch.